On this episode of the Bronze Metalist podcast, we finally talk about The Bestiary by Castle Rat. Episode of the Bronze Metalist podcast. I'm Kale.
I'm OJ.
We're two professional broadcasters. We like metal. We like to talk about it. We had to take a little bit of a break, though.
Yeah, because we were sick.
Yes, for health reasons. Well, first, we didn't record on Wednesday night.
Right.
A couple weeks ago because I had run basketball like I did last night.
And you were exhausted.
I was very tired. And I didn't feel like doing it. So, like, we'll do it tomorrow. And then you got the flu.
Yeah.
And then I got the flu.
Right. I'm sorry. I apologize for that.
So, yeah, that happened. Neither of us were in any particular shape to be recording the podcast.
Right. But here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
The other thing that happened while I was sick with the flu is I'm probably 75% of the way to buying a house.
Yeah, you
now.
bought a house.
Well, I haven't bought a house yet.
I mean,
I will not have bought a house until my signature is on the paperwork.
Sure.
Of the of the title of
right.
the deed.
But you're there. I mean, it's happened.
Yeah. The loan is with the underwriters. So that's the next thing that I need to know that I just have to wait on. Right. Is making sure that I have the loan secure.
That's awesome.
Which I'm sure I will. I don't see why there's any reason why I wouldn't. That is happening, and I wasn't expecting it to happen. That week, I had scheduled just for shits and giggles on that Friday. I decided, it's like, you know what? Let's actually schedule a tour and just see. I wanted to take a look at that house that I had been talking about for a while. The price had gone down again, and I was like, I want to take a look at this. I like the look of this house. Right. I think it looks nice. I think it would be a good fit.
It's 76 years old.
No, not that house.
Oh, this is a different house.
This is the original house that I was looking at.
Right.
That I had kind of fallen in love with just looking at the pictures online. And boy, if I had fallen in love with that house, then I would consider myself catfished.
Sure.
Because my parents came up, we went into the house. Holy shit, that place was a dump. That place looked so much worse in person. It was kind of shocking, really disappointing. My dad was talking to my agent, who's been helping me through the buying process.
Sure.
My dad was talking to him when we were in the basement.
Your realtor.
My realtor. Yeah. And my mom said to me, sort of under her breath, I don't know, Kale, this place is a dump. And she was right. It was pretty awful. But my realtor had another place lined up. He was like, I've got this other place I could show you. It's also vacant. So we can just walk right on in. It's $25,000 cheaper, but it's in a lot better condition than this place is. And he was right. It's overall, I think the property is maybe a bit smaller. The house is a little bit smaller. It's only 2 bedrooms officially. It does have another room that could somewhat easily be a bedroom. It just needs to have an egress window.
Right.
Which
therefore can't legally be a bedroom.
Yeah, it can't legally be a bedroom.
But that is where you'll put the kids.
Yes, I will put if the kids that I'm never having, I'm going to put them in the windowless concrete room in the basement. The basement is a little bunkerish because it has no windows. There's no windows at all in the basement.
Wow.
And there's no carpet on the floor.
That's actually great. I mean, if you have like some sort of a storm or some shit.
Yeah, no, like that's fine.
Yeah.
It's just as far as like a living space goes, it does not feel particularly homey, I guess. It's not very cozy down there. Of course, it doesn't have anything in it all the times I've seen it. So I think the nature of it, the vibe of it, would change significantly with stuff in there.
Right.
But as it is a little it is a little bare down there. It's not scary looking or anything.
No.
The walls are kind of a sort of a beige in the main room.
Sure.
It's got this like closet thing. I don't know what to call it. In the centerpiece of the main chamber of the basement is this like it's sort of it pops out of the wall, and it's got like a closet with a rail.
Sure.
To hang things on in the middle, and then it's got these cubbies along the side. I have no idea why it's there, what it was built for, or what I would use it for. I don't. But it's there.
Sure.
I don't know exactly what to use it. Like I'll put stuff in the cubbies, but I don't know what I would hang there because it's not the bedroom. So
right.
But the other two rooms, I think they made some effort to liven them up because the laundry room has got this sort of powder blue color on the walls.
Nice.
Which I don't mind.
Sure.
I think it's cute. The other room is this sort of purple pink that on one hand I'm like, yeah, it's kind of garish. On the other hand, I do get a kick out of the idea of not changing the paint and making that into a gun room.
Sure.
Because I think the contrast would be funny.
Right. And then in the main room is where you put your leather swing.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, the basement's it's just kind of interesting. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with that space. I don't think I want to put my studio down there because the stairs are very steep.
Sure.
Or it's maybe less that the stairs are steep and more that they are very deep. Each step is quite tall. And the idea of taking all of my computer equipment down those stairs doesn't appeal to me.
Right.
I also don't know where the internet is coming out because wherever the modem or the router is going to be where my office is.
It'll be upstairs probably.
So it'll probably be upstairs in one of the bedrooms, which is the same way I've got it set up here. So, you know, it doesn't make that much of a difference for me. It's just am I going to put it in the front or the back? Because I think I'm going to put the studio in the front closer to the road just because I don't know, having my bedroom more towards the back feels more private to me.
Yep. I mean, that's how I have it in my home.
Yeah. So I think that's probably how I will have things set up. But yeah, I'm excited. The house is nice.
That's awesome.
It's, there are a couple little things that need work, but nothing particularly big.
And it's about a 20-minute walk from my house.
Yeah, it's pretty close. It is down by the river.
Yeah.
It is pretty close to the river, which is a little sort of uncomfortable considering the history of this city.
Yeah.
But the other thing is it's very close to Oak Park, which is a beautiful park we have in town.
Right.
And one of the things I've always complained about living in this part of town is that the walking is terrible. There's no parks nearby. There's minimal trees. There's no fucking sidewalks anywhere.
But in your new neighborhood, there is.
There is. And
there's a barbecue restaurant not too far from where you live.
Yep. And Rocky's is pretty close by, too.
Go get you a smash burger.
Yeah. We actually went and ate there after we had toured places. It was like, well, this is close, and you guys haven't had it before, to my parents. So, but yeah, that's all in the future for the time being.
That's awesome.
Mentally preparing to move at the moment. I've got some stuff ready to go for the physical side of moving. I have a wagon of sorts, like a heavy duty garden wagon.
I saw that.
Is essentially what it is, and a bunch of totes that I got over the weekend.
And you could use that probably for like when you get garbage cans.
Yeah.
Eventually, you could just take them down to the curb with that.
Yeah, it'll definitely have purpose once I am actually moved in. But before then, what I'm just going to use it for is hauling heavy totes down to my car, so I don't have to take them down the stairs. Because the trip from my car into the house will be significantly shorter than from my apartment down to my car. So I don't necessarily need it for that part.
Right.
Because it is not going to fit in my car. It was all prepackaged in a box when I bought it, so it fit in my car then. It will not fit in my car now.
Now that it's built.
Yeah, which that building it was a whole thing because I needed like a socket wrench, which I did not have.
But you have now.
I have a socket wrench and one socket.
Yeah.
For that specific size of nut and or bolt. So if I encounter something else, that is the other thing that has occurred to me is like I have a tiny little, renter's toolkit, basically. And I think that's probably the thing the adult thing I'm going to have to start collecting, which is tools. Just to do stuff because I don't have tools.
Just so you know, you already have.
I already have?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. My birthday's coming.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That was why I was asking yesterday. I'm like, did you buy one socket?
I bought one socket.
You need a whole set. Oh, well.
This is... Socket wrenches are fun.
Yeah.
I like using them, or a ratchet, as some might say.
Yes.
I've always enjoyed using them because they make a fun noise.
They do.
They're like they're a very satisfying tool to use, especially when you get a good rhythm going. You start going really fast.
It's like when I changed the battery out in my car in the parking lot of the radio station.
Yeah.
The other day, I had my hood up and my knuckles were in there. There was grease on my fingers. I'm like, man, I feel like a man right now.
Feel manly. It's gender affirming care
yes, it is.
For men. Having the right tool for the job and a job to do with that tool.
Yes.
It feels good. You feel useful, which to me feels important as someone who feels like I don't do a whole lot of useful things in my life.
I hear you. It took me, how many months did it take me to unclog my fucking drain?
4 or 5, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But you got it done.
I got it done. But man, holy crap, did it take forever.
Sinks and drains is one thing in the house because the kitchen does not have a dishwasher, which I like my dishwasher here a lot. I'm using it right now.
Yeah.
There is, I mean, there is space. There's cabinets that I could take out next to the sink.
Sure.
Like probably between the sink and the fridge rather than the sink and the oven.
Or if you can get a portable as well. They make those.
Yeah. I think I would want, I think one about the size of the one I have in my apartment here would fit probably pretty snugly between the sink and the fridge. But I would have to take part of those cabinets out. I would basically have to cut those cabinets up.
Sure.
Which can be done cleanly, I imagine. But
they will be handy. Having those cabinets would be handy, though.
Yeah. Well, and there's not a ton of cabinet space. I don't have a ton of shit to put in the cabinets. I'm hardly using all the cabinet space I have.
Sure.
Because I have a lot of cabinet space in this apartment.
And you're just a dude.
Yeah, I'm just one guy. There is a whole space above. There's like a little bar because it's the kitchen is pretty small. There's not really enough space for a full-size table.
Sure.
So there's like a little bar that's just sort of attached to the wall for you to put plates on and stuff. And there's plenty of space above that to put more cabinets in the future. But I don't know if I will really need to do that. It would also be an awkward place for them to be if you're still eating there.
Right.
It feels like. But I don't know exactly where I'm going to put my current kitchen table at or my dining room table at.
Right.
Probably in the basement. But I can see maybe the basement being like a tabletop space. Like if I'm if I'm ever running D&D in person again,
right,
having it be down there, and then if I'm like playing some 40K games or something like that, it would be a good place for it to be at, and I could have the dining room table down there. But
that reminds me, a friend of mine, Black Skull was his name.
His legal name.
His Christian
name.
His mama called him Black Skull. The only other mini painter that I know, his name is Ron. I talked to him the day before my sister's birthday at the grocery store. I'm like, "Hey, buddy." He's like, "Eh," and then he kept walking. He's not in a good mood today, I guess.
Yeah.
The next day, went to a mini painting convention in Grand Forks. Checked into his hotel room, had a heart attack, and died.
Oh my God. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Just what the fuck?
So I'm just saying, be careful.
It was definitely the mini painting that did him in.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything else in his lifestyle that could have caused that.
Nope. No, definitely had nothing to do with.
It was inhaling all the acrylic paint fumes.
Yeah, and not the cigarette smoke.
Nothing to do with the cigarettes.
Right.
Well, technically, I'm not the only mini painter that you know because our friend Drew, who occasionally listens to the podcast.
Oh, Drew's paints minis?
Oh,
I didn't know that.
I'm as his wife put it, and she's also listening. I am about, I think she said 75% of the reason why he's now into 40K.
Nice.
So the great thing is that he is actually a more outgoing social person.
Sure.
And he actually talked to the people at Chaos and found out that they're starting like a new 40K league this summer.
Nice.
He's like, "Do you want to do that?" I was like, "Sure."
Yeah, because they're cool people.
Yeah,
they're people
like,
you'd want to know, unlike us.
But I'm just like, I've been in there so many times. It's where I get all of my, the vast majority of my hobby shit. But I just don't have the drive to talk to them myself,
right? And
really be, get myself into a community. I don't know. I'm not that kind of person,
right?
So
I'm the same.
I will probably be taking part in that this summer. As I understand the way that they operate that league is it is like an escalating number of points per game,
right?
So like you'll have more time to like build up your army or that sort of thing and learn how to play the game.
Yes. In
a more like low stakes, less complicated environment because as the game gets bigger and bigger, it's going to get more complicated. But that has got me thinking because I think it starts in like June or something like that. And because I'm going to be moving soon, I have put off assembling my tank that I have, which is my next kit. And so I'm like there's a part of me that wants to get moved so I can get back to doing 40K.
Right.
Like I don't want to start assembling it because it's a very complicated kit. There's a ton of pieces and I want to magnetize it too because there's like 4 different turret assemblies. For like main guns on the turret, and like its secondary weapons and all that. That all have different profiles in the rules.
Right.
So I want to like be able to magnetize it so I can swap them out if I want to, so that they're not all glued in permanently. But I will need to learn how to do that, and I need to buy the magnets that I need for that, which I haven't done yet, and I don't want to have to, again, I don't want it to have it be half assembled and then I move all of my stuff. So at the moment I'm waiting and I've had a couple of days here recently where I'm doing stuff and like, I'm bored. I don't want to play video games. Like sitting here just like, nothing, I haven't bought any new games in quite a while. There's a new update for a cozying farming game. That I've been playing called Fields of Mystria that I have been playing that and enjoying it, but like there's been several times where I'm like, I don't want to play video games. I want to paint miniatures.
Right.
And I'm on one hand I'm like, I have nothing to paint. And then I look over there at all of my D&D minis.
There's a lot of great minis.
And I'm like,
over there.
I could paint those. Part of the problem with that is that I have a very limited selection of paint.
Right.
Because all of the paint that I have is geared towards painting my Crimson Fists.
Sure.
Which are in a new display cabinet up there.
Which are Warhammer 40K.
Yeah.
He's not just talking about his red hands.
Yeah, I have disembodied fists that I'm painting red. No, like I'm painting my Space Marines, and so that's what all of my paint is geared towards. I have most of the colors that I would ever need at the moment, but like I don't have necessarily good colors for painting an owlbear
Right.
Or a dire wolf. I could probably do a dire wolf. I have like gray and white and stuff.
Or
like,
a Tarrasque.
Yeah, I don't have a Tarrasque Mini. That's mostly just brown and beige.
Right.
I think is mostly the Tarrasque colors. But like, yeah, I don't have the colors that I would need. I've thought about like getting a big like Army Painter sells these big sets of just tons of different colors.
Nice.
That I could get. They're expensive though, because acrylic paint for miniatures is fucking expensive. You can get just like generic acrylic paint, but I prefer to get stuff that is at least in theory specifically formulated for being good for painting miniatures.
Right, specifically for that.
Yeah, but like those Army Painter sets can get kind of expensive. They do, however, Army Painter stuff is nice because it comes in dropper bottles.
Nice.
With a little, you unscrew the cap and then one drop of paint. That's all you need.
Excellent.
Fucking Games Workshop, and it's actually called Warhammer paint. Games Workshop for the longest time has done what I like to call branding soup, where Games Workshop owns a whole bunch of other little brands that they fully own and always have, but all of those brands have different names where you don't necessarily, if you're not a nerd like me, you don't necessarily know that they're all the same company.
Right.
You don't know that Citadel and Forge World and all of this other shit is actually all the same company. So now, over the last number of years, Games Workshop has been rebranding all of their Warhammer stuff. It's just called Warhammer.
Right.
And there's, obviously there's the different game lines under that. Age of Sigmar, Warhammer 40K, the little spin-off board games and whatnot. But like the products are just called Warhammer now. The stores, at least in the US, are just called Warhammer stores. They're not called Games Workshop stores anymore. They're called Warhammer stores because that's what they sell.
Right, as it should.
Because and that didn't used to be the case, at least in the UK. Like when Games Workshop started in the UK, they sold all kinds of tabletop gaming stuff. I think they were TSR's retailer for the UK when TSR had
TSR
D&D.
Hobbies.
Yeah, when they had D&D, Games Workshop was like their main reseller
in the UK.
Yeah, their distributor in the UK. And that's how they got started selling miniatures. They started making their own miniatures for D&D, and then they were like, "What if we made our own game with these miniatures?" And that's how Warhammer Fantasy was born.
Right. What if we had our own death metal band?
They didn't come up with Bolt Thrower, but be great if they had.
They may as well have.
They may as, yeah. But yeah, God, Bolt Thrower is so fucking awesome.
Yeah, they are.
You know what else is pretty awesome?
What's that?
Castle Rat.
Yeah, they are.
Castle Rat fucking rules.
As you said to me in a text message, was it 2 weeks ago? Listening to this album, you said, Castle Rat fucks.
This band fucks.
Yeah.
Some years ago, when I first found out about Chemist, one of the comments that I saw when someone was asking about Chemist was someone saying, Chemist fucks.
Yeah.
And I believe Castle Rat also fucks.
They do.
So if you don't know, Castle Rat is an American doom metal band from Brooklyn, New York, founded in 2019. And they are a very sort of sonically classic doom metal.
Yes.
In the vein of Black Sabbath. But they have they have a very distinctly medieval styling and high fantasy styling that tends to lend to a little bit more of like an epic doom metal sound on occasion. But I think generally they are more of a classic doom metal and a little more stoner doom at times as well than they really are like a kind of like a Candlemass type epic doom.
But they also have like a costume, like the image.
Their whole imagery is classic, like high fantasy, airbrushed on the side of a van type shit.
Yes, absolutely.
It's fucking awesome.
My mom's best friend when I was in like first and second grade. My mom's best friend's boyfriend Ron.
Yeah.
had this been painted on the side of his van.
Like
basically.
It is 100%
Yeah.
like I need, any image of them together, like posing for a photo. It's like you could put that on the side of a van or something like that.
Yes.
So the band is made up of front woman, vocalist, and rhythm guitarist Riley Pinkerton, a.k.a. the Rat Queen.
Yes.
Because they all have stage names.
Of course.
Like I said, she plays rhythm guitar and does the lead vocals. And she has, apparently, her voice has been compared a lot to, who was it specifically? Grace Slick, who I'm not familiar with.
Yeah.
To me, she's...
I can hear that totally.
For me, like, my reference point is like a female Ozzy is sometimes what I'm hearing.
I hear Windhand.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I haven't listened to a lot of Windhand. I think we've talked about
We have.
maybe last year.
Yeah.
But a little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The band is also made up of Franco Vittore, aka the Count, who plays lead guitar and does backing vocals. Charlie Riddle, the Plague Doctor, who plays bass. Joshua Sturmick is one of those names where it's missing a vowel. Kind of like Trevor Sturnad, who's the late vocalist for Black Dahlia Murder.
Sure.
Joshua, also known as the Druid, who plays drums. And they also have a stage performer who does not play any instruments. She just is up on stage to be the band's nemesis.
Yes.
Madeline Wright, a.k.a. the Rat Reaperess, who is like a female Grim Reaper figure who's always there with her scythe. And she
dances.
Yeah, she dances and just, performs with the band. She's a touring member of the band, but she's there to, just be a vibe, basically. But yeah, it's sort of very classic kind of Conan the Barbarian-esque styling. Riley is wearing basically a chainmail bikini, and that's it.
And it's hard not to look at. It is hard not to look at.
They are out. The girls are mostly visible.
Yep.
It's just how it is. And you know what? Honestly, going out touring, night after night after night, and being exposed like that must take a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
So more power to her, because I mean, look, I am a rather dumpy, very nearly 30-year-old man.
Yeah, next week.
But
next week?
No, it's 11 days.
11 days, yeah.
But I'm, I don't need to impress anybody, but I certainly would not want to be mostly naked.
Nope, nobody wants Kale's tits out.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody does.
Nor mine.
I don't want my tits out.
No. No, I discovered mine when I was 31.
You discovered your tits when you were 31?
I was going down a flight of stairs toward a bathroom, and I went, hey, what's that sensation?
Those don't normally move.
Yeah, that's not. There's some jiggling going on. Oh my God, I have boobs.
There's not usually motion there.
No, but now there is because
age.
Yeah,
age has befallen you.
It has happened. Age and gravity.
Age and gravity. It comes for us all.
Yeah.
I mean, the one usually just sort of interacts with the other is generally how it goes.
I mean, the word grave is right there in gravity.
Your body just becomes more susceptible to gravity as time comes on.
Indeed.
Goes along. But anyway, back to the Bestiary. So the Bestiary is, I believe, their second full-length album. They've released a number of singles, but just the two full-length albums. One in 2024, and then this one in 2025, back to back. This album came out. I think it's generally been pretty well received. I mean, for the last couple of years, like, people have been talking about Castle Rat constantly on like the doom metal subreddit.
Indeed.
And it was one of those bands that was like, I'll get around to it eventually. Like, I'm sure we'll talk about it on the podcast at some point, because it's just like, there's always other stuff to listen to. But boy, I'm glad we finally took the dive to listen to this, because
you guys are great.
Oh my God, this album kicks so much ass. Like I feel like doom metal is generally in kind of a happy place for me.
Yeah.
It's
same.
It's kind of it's got a level of theatricality to it. At least bands like Castle Rat. I wouldn't call like Sleep a particularly theatrical band.
No.
But I think there's a lot of doom metal bands that definitely have this element in their DNA of like putting on a grand epic performance. I mean, you just have to think of, oh God, who's the guy where the picture of him with his hair going back went viral this year?
You're talking about what was the name of the band?
Oh, I can't remember.
Pentagram or something like that?
Yeah, like the lead singer of Pentagram.
Yeah.
The old guy with his hair.
Right, just very dramatic.
Like there's a lot of doom metal bands that have that.
Right, there's Messiah Marcolin.
Yeah.
Candlemass, I mean,
there's a certain heavy theatrical element to it. But the music is generally not quite so over the top as can happen with like power metal. It tends to lose me a little bit. Like I'm not quite as much into that.
I'm more into it than you are.
Yeah, that's always been the case. Not that I don't hate power metal, but it's not quite my thing. There's definitely been exceptions to that where it's like, oh, this album rocks, but like I think doom metal that leans into power metal, I'm like, all right, now you got me.
I mean, this is that.
Yeah, and this is that for the most part. It's like I said, doom metal just sits in a nice happy place for me sonically, where I'm taking it seriously, but also it's like, this is just fun.
Yeah,
this is fun, unless it's funeral doom, in which case it's very much not fun. It's enjoyable, but it's not fun. or like Warning or something. Like someday we will talk about Watching from a Distance.
Okay,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But not for now.
Right.
That we'll need to find a very happy time in our lives, I think.
Sometime we're in a good mood.
Yeah, we're both going to need to be in a good mood to talk about that band and that album. This album is just, it's gnarly. There was something about the guitar tone of the leads. There was, I don't know, there just must be some similar production going on, maybe some similar pedals and amps going on. The tone of the leads, there was more than a few times where I kept on expecting to hear M Shadows from Avenged Sevenfold.
Sure.
I don't know why. There's just some deep part of my brain, because Avenged Sevenfold was one of the first metal bands I ever listened to. They're always going to be deep in my brain. But there was a couple of times where it was just like something about the playing. I was like, I kept on expecting to hear M Shadows start singing, which that's another their newest album. We'll probably have to, because I mentioned it to you when I listened to a little bit of it and went, this is fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like totally unexpected and out of left field for Avenged Sevenfold, where it's like you don't expect you go back and you listen to like City of Evil or something like that, and then you compare it to what's the name of the album? Life is But a Dream, I think, is the name of their newest album.
Yeah.
You compare the two and you're like, these are not the same band at all.
But they are. But they're
they
not.
are. It's so weird. I don't know if I particularly like it because it's so. I'm like, I need to. It's like this is weird, and I appreciate it for being avant-garde, but I don't know if I'm enjoying it.
Right.
It's one of those things I need to listen to the whole thing and really sit with it for a while, because it's strange. It's very strange. But Castle Rat, much more conventional.
Yes.
As far as a doom metal album goes. Of course, the themes and the lyrics of the album are all, centered around their whole fantasy theme.
Right.
It's the Bestiary, so most of the tracks have to do with the name of a particular kind of monster.
Fantasy creatures.
Fantasy creature. Phoenix, wolf, wizard,
Serpent.
siren. unicorn, dragon.
Yeah.
All just fucking kick-ass things.
And then part 2 of those.
Yes, and there's a part 1 and a part 2 of those songs. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just fucking good.
Yeah.
Good doom metal.
And then often that part 2 is not really like a doom metal feel.
It's usually much more somber and
right.
More pensive.
Yeah, more contemplative, more like softer.
Yeah, the more clean guitar or acoustic. Oftentimes, I really like the dynamic.
Yes, the D.
Our favorite.
We're giving you the D again.
One of our favorite words.
Yeah.
Take a shot. But yeah, this album slapped.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it does.
This album slaps. So a bunch of different reviews. I think I collected 6 with numbers on them. Came out to 76.3, which I think is low.
Yeah.
It's a good score. There was one review. I don't remember what site it was from. They gave it 2 out of 5, which I was like, what the fuck?
Really?
Come on, man. What's your favorite song?
I think Serpent is my favorite song.
Serpent is really good.
Yeah.
I picked, perhaps predictably for me, Sun Song.
Sure.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
The end of it is so fucking epic. Like they do like the Freebird thing where it just keeps going, or like Mastodon at the end of Leviathan, Hearts Alive.
Yes.
Where they pick a riff, they pick the best riff, and they just keep fucking doing it.
Right.
And they keep it going. They add more stuff. The drums start going crazy. It's so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's really good. Outside of Sun Song, I think my favorite is probably Wizard.
Oh, sure. All right.
I really liked the would it be the bridge on Wizard, sort of leading into the very end of the song. They start doing some really interesting stuff. There's just some sounds in there that I don't know, that made my brain happy.
Sure.
But the
whole thing is great.
The whole thing. It's so good. It's so good. So what medal do you bestow upon this, like Maz Kanata to Chewbacca?
I'm gonna give this a gold.
Yeah. This is a fucking gold. This is great. This shit fucking rocks. This shit slaps, man. It rips ass.
It makes it sound like it farts.
Yeah. This thing farts everywhere. But next week, what do you want to talk about?
Well, we're in March.
We are in March, so it's usually non-metal.
Non-metal March. I'm going to take you back to the thing that invented punk rock.
Okay.
I want to take you back to the album Funhouse from 1970.
Okay.
By the Stooges.
The Stooges, Funhouse. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very well. That's what we will talk about next time. I do want to mention, by the way.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it sometime after March, I'm sure. New Era album.
Oh.
Called Silence Outlives the Earth.
Hell yeah.
Very good.
All right.
I'm digging it a lot. I've been listening to it a lot lately. It's very good. Love that band.
Give that a spin.
Yeah. But next week, the Stooges.
Yes.
Until then, why don't you go ahead and listen to? You're already listening. Why don't you go ahead and subscribe to our feed on whatever podcast service you're using to listen? And until you hear from us again, thank you very much for listening to this episode of the Bronze Metalist Podcast. I'm Kale.
I'm OJ.
Congratulations.